Hi everyone, my name is Darlene Dotson, and this is your Destiny of Truth Scorpio for September of 2020. Always remember the spirit is beautiful, and so are you. Astrologically, Scorpio, we start this month with a full moon at 10 degrees Pisces in your fifth house. And you are thinking before you communicate in the groups you belong to because you want to transform your dreams into reality. You learned you need to have boundaries between those you date and your friendships, and then between your children and your creative pursuits. You know all communications have to come from truth and love, but others want to control, and when they control, you're not able to be on the same page with anything. Now, then on the 5th, we have Mercury going into Libra in the most hidden sector of your chart, your 12th house. And you are spending your time to further your mind and deepen your psychic power. And just one day later, on the 6th, we have Venus in Leo in the 10th house, which is allowing you to shine in creative pursuits that shows your authentic self. Then on the 9th, we have Mars going retrograde in Aries in your 6th house until Friday, November 13th. And the 6th house is all about health and work. And during this time, you are looking at your work and health, and you're thinking about your actions and what needs to happen in these areas of your life to make it better. You're being practical and your boundaries are in place. You're not dealing with any more illusions, in regards to your children, who you date, or your creative pursuits. You're grounded in reality. Now, on the 12th, Jupiter is going to station direct in your 3rd house. The 3rd house rules short distance travel, siblings, cousins, communication. And for you in one of these areas, or maybe more, communications are going to expand and move forward. And by thinking before you speak in the groups you belong to, you're going to bring what you want out of the shadows and into the light of day. Now, that brings us to the new moon in Virgo in your 11th house. That's your groups, your friendships, your hopes and wishes. And you're getting a new beginning in that area. And when it comes to your hopes and dreams, with the groups you belong to, you're ready. Now, on the 22nd, the sun moves into Libra into your 12th house. Again, the most hidden part of you. And during this time, you're working behind the scenes on the things that you love. You've learned to put your mind on the things you want to accomplish that bring joy to your life. Because being outspoken, and we know that you can definitely be outspoken about what you want, but when you do that, it just gives others a chance to put restrictions in your way. Now, you are now keeping your plans to yourself. Then on the 27th, Mercury moves into Scorpio, into your 1st house. And this is the sign Mercury will be when it retrogrades, starts next month. And you will start expressing your deep, intense thoughts about what was blocking your path to begin with. You're getting rid of your blocks. And you know that you're taking your power back. And in the process, your work life and your health will improve. Now, on the 29th, we have that grouchy old grandfather, Saturn, stationing direct. And he is the stern old grandfather. And he is telling you it is time to be mature and responsible for the way you communicate with others. Aggressive communications affected your health, but you have to know when to be mature and responsible, or you'll have issues you don't want. And this is why you've had to deal with it. It's final test for this. Now, as far as the tarot, I'm using the psychic deck for the month of September, and I drew the card of temptation. And again, we're talking about self-limiting behaviors. And for you, that was your communication and too much sharing. And they are being addressed. You have to look at your self-limiting behaviors. You can't worry about anybody else's. Your behaviors are what holds you back, okay? Not their behaviors. Now, you have to look also at if people are draining you or building you up. It's time to face those fears that pull you down, because you want to be lifted up. And the only way to be lifted up is to keep your boundaries in place and not let others cross you, because they want control. Now, the month of September for you, Scorpio, is all about how you communicate and how you carry yourself, no matter how others act and what they say, because people will always push buttons to get their way. But in the end, your choice dictates the end result of how things will turn out. Now, Scorpio, I hope you have an amazing September, and I'll see you in October. Remember, the spirit is beautiful, and so are you.